Hello, Aries. Welcome. I'm Tina, and today I'm here to do a no contact reading for you. This is going to be the energy of both you and the person that you were in no communication with. Okay, a little bit of more of an extended reading than my typical no contact all signs readings. So, yeah, before we dive in, though, I want to let you all know that I just opened a brand new Etsy shop where I'm offering some personal readings. I've only got a couple right now, and I got them at a really low price since I just opened the shop. So take advantage while you can. I also just added some new product. I'm going to be building the store up over time, but I adore these, so I have to show them. And I have a whole variety. I just brought 3 today, but they're these little enamel pens with cats as the main characters. They're the tarot. This is the High Priestess. This is the Empress. Wheel of Fortune. They're so cute. I completely adore these. I love them. I have a really low quantity available right now because I just did an initial trial run to see how I like them, and I love them, so I hope they take off. We'll see. Check those. I wanted to just show those. They're so cute. Okay, let's get started. Let's dive in. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pull 3 cards for you, Aries, 3 cards of your person that you are in no contact or communication with, and then we'll pull 3 cards connecting the energies, the mutual. So, and as always, this is for the collective of Aries. If the message doesn't click, if it doesn't feel like it's talking to you, don't try to force it. It just means that this message isn't for you. We can't get everybody's situation. One thing I will say though, and the reason why I felt kind of called to do this reading today is because I'm an Aries. First of all, I'm an Aries Sun and Venus, and really I strongly identify as Aries as well. So I feel like that a lot of us are going through, the collective of Aries are going through a similar situation right now. Different circumstances, but similar. I think a lot of us are in no contact or communication with somebody within the last like 3 months. Something has happened in a connection and it has separated us from our person. And I think a lot of us are having a hard time working our way through it. There's something collectively that we're all learning right now. So I felt a call to do a reading for myself this morning for my situation. So that's why I'm here today. So let's get with it. All right, 3 cards for the Aries energy. There are no contact communication situation. No. Yes. So how I work is I typically don't take flippers or jumpers. I guess I shouldn't say typically. I don't automatically take them. I only take them when I feel called to, when I feel like I'm supposed to take that one. Otherwise, I pull my regular way. That's why you saw me. The first one didn't feel right. That one did. Okay. So you have the 4 of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Moon. Okay, person that Aries is in no contact or communication with. What is their current energy towards Aries? Right. That was quick. Okay, so your person pulled 6 of Wands, Ace of Cups, and Page of Cups. So let's talk about these real quick before I pull the mutual energy. Okay, so 4 of Swords, you're starting the 4 of Swords, and that means you are you've pulled back. You're kind of taking care of yourself. You're giving yourself time to think about things, think the situation through. I always kind of call this this card, the cutting yourself a break. You're cutting yourself a break. That little these things, but you're thinking about stuff. It's to me, this card's kind of neutral. It's not happy or sad. Sometimes it can be a little depressing. Maybe you just are a little in the blues, but it doesn't have to be. And in fact, in different tarot decks, sometimes it's quite a relaxing, peaceful, happy card. This one, you can see it's a little, the gray tones, and I kind of like how this is depicted. There's a shaft of light here saying it's okay, the sun's out. It's or maybe that's the moonlight. You're being illuminated here. Your things are being illuminated to you in your mind. But I look at the gray as kind of neutral, so which is how I prefer to kind of read this card. So I like that. Then you're in this Page of Swords energy. The pages are the messengers. The swords are logic and truth and honesty. And so maybe I think you're wanting to maybe communicate with your person, maybe communicate an idea, thoughts. Maybe you're wanting that. So we'll see how it all plays out. And you have the Moon card. The moon is what we don't know, what's not, that it's under the surface. It's can be a little secretive. It's the unknown, though. It's not illuminated, which is the easiest way to kind of think of it. Something has not been illuminated yet. Okay, your person starts off in the Six of Wands. This is kind of the card of victory, of recognition. Is your person feeling a little arrogant in this situation? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they're a little cocky. Maybe they feel like they're in the right. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. But it looks like they're in the feels. Ace of Cups is all about emotional new starts. And then we have the Page of Cups. You have the Page of Swords. They have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is it can be oftentimes in a reading like this, it's an apology, but it can also just be a heartfelt message to you. So let's go ahead and get this connecting energy. It's going to reveal a lot more of the story of what these cards mean. Please show me. Ooh, those were face down, so we're not taking them. Please show me the mutual connecting energy of these cards, please, between Aries and the person they are in no contact with. Okay. Another page. Interesting. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck for me is the subtle undercurrent of energy between the both of you, the whole entire situation. It's not the main player, but it's important. Seven of Cups, that's options. It can be dreaming of being kind of in a dreamy, daydreamy state. But oftentimes it's having options. For some of you, what this means is that maybe you always felt like an option to your person, or maybe they felt that way to you. This is a mutual reading. It's two people's energy. Oftentimes, though, in a relationship reading, it can mean that somebody feels like an option, not the main player. But it can also mean that maybe you both have options right now. Take it how it resonates. But it's the card of, sometimes it's also yearning, wanting these things. See the little bunny. I love this deck. See the little bunny's face just looking at all these things, the possibilities, looking at all the possibilities. Under this, I will note that we do see the Temperance card, which is really positive in a reading like this. It's kind of a reconciliation card. Not always, but it's a card of patience and connection, balance. So that's good. That's good. I like seeing that in a reading like this. Okay, so this top line here, you're in the Four of Swords. Your person is in the Six of Wands. which intuitively, like I kind of read as, are they a little arrogant maybe? It can also, if we don't want to take it, if arrogance doesn't fit, another way I can read this in this situation, especially with this, is that maybe some new clarity. Because before I even talk about what that could mean, that we got the combining energy of the Ace of Swords, which we got another ace. This is an interesting reading. Ace of Swords is new clarity. I call it the sword of truth. New truth, new clarity to a situation. It helps to restart things. All the aces are about new beginnings, okay? So some new clarity is coming between you. So it kind of, it still flows a little bit into that arrogance, but maybe you are learning something that makes your person kind of feel like, see, I wasn't wrong here. I'm in the right. It, like, maybe something is coming to light to makes your person feel recognized here a little bit in the situation. But it can also just be a little bit of, in a reading like this, a little bit of a cocky um, attitude, though. Maybe feeling that they are in the right. But again, it could be that after some thought, you've been deep diving and some new information maybe comes to light between the two of you. This doesn't have to be something, it doesn't mean that you had to have a conversation. Although it's lovely to think this might be that we have two aces here, so there might be communication coming in and a lot of pages. But being that this is the top line, whether it's a conversation between the two of you or it's just a new understanding, and I'm actually sensing that this is actually just a new understanding, which actually really makes sense with the state that you've been in. You've been in your head, you've been thinking a lot about it. So I look at this as a new understanding, okay, of what really happened between the two of you. Okay, the second line here, this Page of Swords is you, and your person is in the Ace of Cups, which is pretty big energy to be in. Between you, we have another Page of Pentacles. Okay, so Page of Swords. Okay, so I guess I should know that. Have you? The flip side of this is, other than being wanting to maybe express something or send a message or get a message or get clarity from your person, this can also mean that, have you been keeping an eye on your person? Hey, I'll be honest, I've been snooping. When you're in a no contact, no communication, it's almost impossible. I mean, you have got more willpower than I do if you don't look on their social media a little bit, look at what they're up to. How can you not after something ends? I mean, you people that can do that, I mean, my hat is off to you, because I have no self-control. We're Aries, though. Do we really? I mean, I have to. I have to know. I have to know what the situation is. We Aries do not stick our heads in the sand, do we? No, we're peeking, but you know what? It's by no means. I think some readers kind of get overzealous. This is page energy. It's not big energy. It's not a lot of, when you hear readers say this is stalking. No, I don't buy that for a second. It's page energy. It's a lower level energy. It's peaking sometimes, okay? But it can also mean that you are wanting to gain some truth, or you're wanting to express some truth, or give some clarity to the situation. Take it how it feels for you. But I have a feeling a lot of us have been like doing some little peeking here and there. There's nothing wrong with that. That's normal. Between you, you have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is kind of known as the student learning. It can mean that both of you are trying to figure things out, kind of learning of the situation. But I'm actually reading this. Okay, so your person is in big and feels. Let's talk about this before we talk about the mutual. Ace of Cups is big energy. This is wanting a new start. This is wanting a new start. This is saying, I have big feels for Aries. We're going to get some clarifiers here because I also don't see there. This is a very low level action. I don't know. It means your person's in the big feels. They have actually been thinking about a new start with you, okay? Desiring a new start. We'll see if there's action being taken here. But this is a low level. This is more like a message. It can also just kind of be a down to earth. I love Pentacles energy, actually. They're slow moving, so Aries has a hard time with Pentacle energy, but they're the real deal. Whenever you see, and we under it, we have the Knight of Pentacles, which I really like this energy flowing from the page to the Knight. Um, page of Pentacles can just kind of be a small offer or just kind of a little down to earth message. Um, so you might either one of you might be actually initiating some contact here, or at least you're having the desire to. I think there's some desire. There's definitely desire here to communicate again on both parties. Pages aren't big enough for me to say anybody's taking action on it yet, though, but there's desire. You're in the moon energy down here, which you feel like there's still things you don't know about. You feel like you don't have the big picture just yet. I don't get the sense that you are holding back information. I get the sense that you just feel like you don't know the whole story still, or there are things you don't know. Your person's in the Page of Cups. You go from the Ace of Cups to the Page of Cups, which might be wanting to having the desire to apologize to you. Maybe they will, but the Knights, now the Knights, unlike the Pages, I mean, this is a card of action. And it's my favorite Knight. It's like I said, the Pentacles, it's a slow mover, it's a slow moving energy, but it's all about follow through. It's about the long term, it's about longevity. So when this Knight actually starts moving, it's about wanting real long term action. So let's pull some clarifiers here and see if we can extend out this story more. Really what I want to see is if there is actually, if they are these pages in this Knight, are they real action or are they just desires for real action? That's really what I want to find out. And let me tell I know that some of you are watching and you're just like, nope, I'm done. I'm done. That's okay. You can be done. You can be done. But you're here because you want to know what they're thinking, right? You want to know. You're curious. So you're not as done as you think. If you were done, if you were 100% done, you would not be here, okay? There's still some openness. You might be done towards actually having another go at a relationship, but you're not done. If you're here, you're not done. All right. What do we want to clarify first? What do I want to know about most? Well, let's just go through. Please show me the 6 of Wands. No. Please show me more about the 6 of Wands. Okay, this is the Lovers. I'm going to get another. Please show me more about the 6 of Wands. Okay. So clarifying the 6 of Wands, we got the King of Cups and the Lovers. Excuse me, I am so sorry. Okay, so I'm going to cough again. Excuse me. Okay, so the lovers, I think this is just confirming that your person, they look at you as the real deal. Don't ever get it in your head that it doesn't matter if they kind of come off as maybe being a little arrogant or cocky or whatever. They looked at you as the real deal. You were the real deal. I also am reading this that they did have a possibility that your person had a choice to make, and for you they didn't make the choice you needed them to make. The lovers is all about choices in love, and so yeah, take that if that resonates with you, if that's your message. It's just confirmation that it's your person. But we got the King of Cups energy. So this King of Cups energy is, and I do feel like it kind of flows into this. I actually feel like it's, again, it's explaining, it's the universe saying, okay, this, yeah, they might be coming off, they might be, and they might be feeling a little arrogant or a little like, I'm in the right. But this is saying they're big in feels, they're emotional. The King of Cups is in control of his emotions, though, and this can be male or female. When it's King energy. It's the card is masculine in vibe, but it's not. Does none of the no tarot is about the actual physical person you're talking about. Whether they can go towards a male or a female. So the King of Cups is in control of his emotions. He's a caring person, but this person has they've gained control over their emotions, so they might not be coming off quite as, they might be, they they might be appearing as pretty cool, calm, and collected, maybe disengaged, but they're not they're still in their field. They're controlling themselves, though. Show me more about this Ace of Swords, please. What is this Ace of Swords? Hmm. One more on the Ace of Swords, please. Hmm. Well, we got the Emperor here, which is definitely Aries energy, and we got this Six of Cups. Hmm. Aries, I feel like, so I think it's like kind of what I said. I don't think this is a new start to something between you. I don't think that you all have had communication, or I'm not even sure that it's coming just yet. There's a lot of indications that there will be communication, but I don't want to jump ahead yet. Emperor means you're feeling in yourself. I think you have made a decision. That's another big thing for the Ace of Swords, is it can be the cards of a decision made. You've you've made the decision to take control of yourself, take control of the situation, to be who you are. Um, so I think you're finding confidence. You can even see this is like the kitty cat on there. It looks like the Emperor, right? The Emperor is all about control, being in control. Um, it's the king of all kings, the king of the tarot deck, having it together. So I think that you are just trying to gain control over your emotions and the situation. Now, the Six of Cups for me is kind of it's a nostalgic energy. This can mean that I think so. You could say that you both have just been having nostalgic thoughts on each other, which is also kind of bringing clarity. But I actually look at the Six of Cups as kind of my soul connection card. It's the person that you feel like you've always known, even if you've only known them a few months, right? Feels like you can't really explain it. You feel like you've always known them. Um, So this can kind of be just clarification of for this situation that it's been hard and maybe you're gaining a little more. Actually, I feel like I just kind of got the thought that maybe you've this has been so hard for you, Aries, because and it's probably been hard for your person too. But I'm getting the sense maybe you've been a little more in touch with this feeling. It's hard moving on from a situation or being in no contact with somebody that you feel like you have a soul connection with. Um, and I'm purposely not using the word soulmate. Soulmate is kind of a loaded card, like you were destined to be together and all that. Soul connection, I think far more often it's a soul connection. And you probably have, it might be you have a contract with this person that you were meant to teach each other something. It can mean that you every lifetime engage with this person. It can mean in a past lifetime you two were together. It's just that feeling, right? That little bit of a feeling. When you first met, you just clicked. It was just easy. It's that easiness, right? But I think maybe this clarity here is that even though you have that, it doesn't mean that this is supposed to happen. That's just intuitively. I'm just kind of there's clarity being happening here, and I think that you're getting on top of the situation. You're getting on top of your emotions. You're getting on top of just understanding what has happened here between you. Okay, let's go to see what this. What is this Ace of Cups? Please show me more about this Ace of Cups, please. What is the Ace of Cups? Whoa. Ace of Cups, please. I will say I do always, when a card flips over on the top, even if I feel like I'm not supposed to take it, I look at it, and if it's meant to come out, believe me, it will. Okay. Ace of Cups. King of Pentacles. Interesting. And we have a moon here. Now we have two moons. Okay, I'm going to pull, before I talk about these, I'm going to see how this plays in. Please show me the Page of Pentacles. What is this? Show me more about the Page of Pentacles. Hmm. Hmm. We have another Four of Swords. Okay. Okay, so I feel like it's kind of like what I was saying. I feel like there is a desire to communicate, to make a reconnection, but I don't think there is action being taken immediately. If it does happen, it's going to be it's just a slow mover. I might change my mind down here, but let me see. So we got the moon again, which I think is really interesting, and I think that is confirmation for you, Aries, that there are things you don't know about. There are things. It doesn't mean it's deep dark secrets, but there's some things that maybe you don't have full understanding of in this situation, okay? So keep that in mind. Now, your person is showing up in this King of Pentacles energy. I love the King of Pentacles. They're successful. They are, and success doesn't always mean financial. They're confident. They have control in their day-to-day life. I actually am feeling here they can also be a little arrogant. Interesting, right? For some reason, I was just kind of picking up on that thing. And I don't think that your person is, I think that your person is kind of taking an arrogant stance on, maybe a lot of people would call it being in the ego a little bit. And I think that's always too general. Um, I think their pride, I think they want to come off to you as very in control. Like they've got themselves together, okay? The king is twice here on your person's side. I don't necessarily think that they are living truly as a king of pentacles. I don't think that. I think they want to be. I think they want to. This is the energy, it's a facade. I think it's a facade, and I don't think that they are taking action on this. I think their heart's desire is a new start with you. They have big feels for you, but they are trying to keep in control. And I feel that especially, we got the Four of Swords again, which means your person has been in their head too about this, thinking a lot, that both of you are. But we also got this Seven of Wands energy, which is standing your ground. Standing your ground. It can be a defensive energy, but I just look at it clarifying this Page of Pentacles. It's kind of what I was feeling, that there's not a lot of forward movement just yet. So let's get a few more. Show me the Knight of Pentacles. What is this Knight of Pentacles? Tell me more about the Knight. One more on the Knight of Pentacles, please. Show me the Knight of Pentacles. Have a Tower. Okay. I think the only way you want your person to come to you is with a real long-term offer. Real. I think the only way your person is going to do that here, they're in a Page energy. They kind of want to apologize. They want something, but the only way they're going to get to this Knight of Pentacles is if a decision is made, and it's a big one. It's something that would create a tower. For a small portion of you, this is going to have to do with this underlying Seven of Cups energy of that you were an option. Okay. So something would need to change drastically in your person's life. They would need to not just think about it all the time. Perhaps during your relationship, there was a lot of like being in the head about it, but not really taking action on it. But this tower would have to happen for this Knight of Pentacles to come towards you, Aries. Will that happen? We don't know. I oftentimes don't, especially with two moon energies. I usually don't like, sometimes I clarify the moon, but a lot of times you end up getting the High Priestess or another moon card or something like that. I just kind of looked at this as there's things you don't know about. You're not meant to know about it right now. Okay, let me pull a couple of messages. So I am going to, I can't remember if I mentioned this at the beginning. I'm going to pull one card from my Dark Confessions deck. These are unpleasant messages. They're not happy ones. They're not happy love messages. They are the things that are on your person's mind that they will never say out loud to you, most likely. They're what's in their head that they are afraid to say out loud, okay? So we're going to pull one from that, and these aren't the pretty messages to hear. We usually don't like to hear them, but they're usually the most useful messages. So I am going to pull one in this situation. What is on the person that Aries is in no contact or communication with? What is on their mind? What are they afraid to tell? I'm going to take 2 cards. What are they afraid to say to Aries, but I can't, you know what? It's so funny. I feel like your person their energy does not want to reveal this because I'm having a hard time. I'm stumbling through the words. Show me what is on. Okay. I'm going to take it. Even though I just started. Okay. So the first one that came through is, I'm going through a roller coaster of emotions. I won't admit it. I think that we had confirmation of that with this. These really aren't that bad messages. They can be far worse, believe me. I have things going on in my life that require my full attention. That's kind of that being an option, right? That's kind of that being an option. I think that is confirmation that you're still an option, Aries. Let's not sugarcoat it. They're not ready to be this Knight of Pentacles for you. They're not ready. Okay, now we're going to do a message for you, Aries, in love. We're going to pull one love message for you, what the universe feels like you need to hear. What can Aries benefit from hearing? Oh, that's too many. I'm not going to take that. Too many. What one message can Aries benefit from hearing the most right now? One message. Okay. Distance. The separation you are experiencing is necessary to help the relationship grow. One thing I will add to that, for a lot of you, you know that this relationship is not what you want anymore. We do have this Ace of Swords. And so even with a card like this, help your relationship to grow. And considering your person is in this Page of Cups energy, which a lot of times is an apology or just kind of small kind of goodwill gesture, you might be able, and also I want to note, we had this 6 of Cups, which is kind of that soul connection card. I think a lot of you might feel like this is a relationship that some of you are having a hard time moving forward because it's like you do want a friendship with this person. You don't want everything just to cease. I think maybe both of you might be feeling that way. Everybody's situation is different. I'm not talking to everyone here, but for those of you that you know the relationship is over, but you still kind of ache, there's that call to still have something in the future. And I think this is just kind of confirming that for you. And for some of you, you will come back around. You know, this Tower and decision will happen here, and you guys can make this happen. But what this is saying is, no matter what, this separation, this distance that you're having, needed to happen. It was meant to happen. I'm going to leave it there. I hope this was helpful to you, Aries. Thank you so much. If it was, I would love for you to drop me a comment or give me that thumbs up. That really helps my channel. And I would also love it if you chose to subscribe. So until next time, thank you so much for joining me.